I had orders to go aboard the aircraft carrier Antietam for 2 years. And while I was on the Antietam, some of my duties were reassigned, and I was reassigned right at the end of my tour of duty as the signal officer. And my duties were on the bridge was my place of duty. Whenever special details were taking place, like getting underway or coming into port, or any other activity like launching and recovering aircraft, air operation, everything like that, my duty was on the bridge. And as the signal officer, and if the captain wanted to send out a visual signal, he told it to what he wanted, told it to me, and then I would tell it, relay it to the signal crew, which manned the signal flag bags, and they would hoist the signal to the mast on the forearm, and for all the other ships to see, and then I would coordinate that with a message on a TBS radio, talk between ships on the TBS radio until they acknowledged the signal, and then when all the ships in the task force had acknowledged that signal and the captain wanted it executed, then he would give the order to execute and repeat the signal, and then I would repeat it on the TBS so that all the ships had an opportunity to evaluate the signal and respond to it. So that was my duty. And I'll never forget the day I was assigned signal officer, and I had reported to the captain on the bridge as such, and he sent out a signal. The former signal officer told me, "Oh, it's a snap, easy job. All you have to do is tell the chief petty officer what the signal is, and he'll tell the crew, and they can hoist a signal and do all that stuff." So I thought, well, I'll just do that. So I turned to the chief petty officer, chief signalman, and told him to relay the signal, and the captain said, "Belay that order." He says, "You tell him." And I had no idea what the signal was. But I looked it up real quick in the signal book and found it, and told him. He waited until I told him and found it. And then that was the only incident there, but at the end of that exercise that day, he excused everybody from the bridge, all the crew, and except Jorgensen. He said, "I suggest you study the signal book," which I did.